Will it do the thing? Oh my god. There you go. Thank you, Stream Elements. Yeah, we're not gonna waste any time. I'm already starting later than I would have liked. But yeah, just more. Yo, hi. How you doing? We're just gonna be losing our minds today. Get the music going a little bit. On campus? What are you doing here then? Get back to school. Are you just like in between classes right now, or is it like a lunch break or something? Hell yeah, hell yeah. I am not clicked into the game. There we go. Talk to people about some stuff. Yeah, I get that. Alright, two more fucking contraptions. We're so close. I feel like this one is very much achievable today. Elsie's new emotes are so fucking cute. I love them. Yeah, yeah. The OO is my favorite one. Okay, so I do want to get the fucking the burning light that we got last time. One of the newer contraptions that we made. It was the metal detector, I think, and the magnifying glass. And that let me like melt shit. I don't know why I have to reconnect to the chat room. Interesting. Is OBS just gonna be dumb today? Perhaps. Oh, but yeah, 10 more rooms. I don't know where to get the rest of them. Dartboards is very much doable. Two more contraptions. That requires me to get a bunch of items. So we have to start drafting. Tool shed. Going to the shops. Um... Closets don't usually have like big items. I have to do the attic. Attic would have some things, maybe. I don't know what the drafting strategy sweepstakes is, though. I've not seen anything to suggest that. I have my screenshots folder pulled up. Let's see if I can get it set up for you guys. Because we still have 6 more keys to find for the sanctum. Now, what note is that one? No. Oh, those are all the newer ones that we got. Look at this handsome slime bouncing into my chat. Welcome in, William. I'm getting my screenshots pulled up right now. To see what the order of things that we need to do. Okay, that's the one. Here, let's get the screenshots. Alright, so this is the note with the sanctum key. So we've gotten the first one already. Gotta drive, but you'll be back. Yeah, no worries. Be safe. Do not fucking look at your phone, alright? Can't stand that shit. But yeah, first key we found in the 46th room. I don't know if we used it. I know we found it. I would think we used it. The second locked tight in the vault, so we need a deposit box key. Third is high up among the clocks. So that was a clock tower one that we found. So we found those two. Down below, beneath all the docks. No, wait, no. We never used this first key, actually. We found it, but then we didn't have enough energy to get back to the underground, or we didn't have the basement. No. We didn't have the side path. No, what? No, that wouldn't make sense. Did we just not use the first key at all? I think we just never used the first one. We found the clock tower one. And we found the docks one because that was underneath all the chests. We've had these two, so I have to get back to this room, I think. Which is not that hard now. Fifth key held by a king on his throne. Sixth in a station left by one of your... Okay, so... One of the Alzara visions that we saw showed a train station. So there's gonna be something we haven't found yet. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. So it's suggesting it's a major key if we draft it late. So it makes me think either we need to draft it at the top ranks, or we have to like fill out the house and only then will it spawn. I don't know. And the last key is waiting behind the last door. The last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. So to me, that sounds like it might be down in the sanctum behind the last door. There's 8 doors total down there. I don't know. So stuff that we can do today would be items to build the last couple of contraptions. Classroom doesn't seem that manageable. Go to tool shed. Let's just try to get the items while we can. We'll see what we can stock up on today. We have 10 more rooms to find in the directory, and I don't know where they would be. We found one in the tunnel down here. That was the tunnel. The room was called tunnel. Found floor plans. Tunnel. So I don't exactly know the purpose of this. It's just a hallway. So part of me wonders if I need to draft this earlier and then it'll just continue. Ooh, maybe. If I can draft this early, like say somewhere in the center, like here or something, or like off to the side, as soon as I draft it, it's just gonna go until I hit something. Until I make another room. That's something to try out. But for now, let's focus on doing the contract. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. We don't have to worry about keys at all today. Now we just gotta focus on like gems, things. We'll go bedroom because we need to fill out the left path a little bit. Left or right up? Let's fill out the end cap over here. Also, yeah, we need to pay attention to the where the chess pieces are. We know where pretty much every single one of them is. We just haven't found the king piece. So if we can find the king piece, then we just need to draft at least one of these various rooms to do the puzzle down in the underground. We don't have tomb today, but I think having a couple of dice at the ready would be good for us. Ooh, early lab. Yeah, we'll do early lab. Get an experiment running. Immediately drafting if you draw a drawing room floor plan. Each time. So I like the each time one. I think each time we do that, set your dice to 2 would be good because now we can just like constantly redraw as we need, and then when we come across the security doors, we just have them at the ready. We're just gonna constantly refill our dice. But we need a path upward. Yep, patio. Like right now, like let's just redraw right now. We'll do parlor. We'll save security. Yeah, we'll save security. We'll do parlor. I want to fill out the other room. Nope, not that one. Bedroom. I don't need to worry about picking up the keys. Spare terrace I think would be good. Ooh, double. Yeah. Early pool room I think is actually great. Looks we don't have the sledgehammer, but having this now so that we get the pump room and shit. That is the perfect end cap right there. Need money. I don't know why I'm picking up the keys. I'm just gonna pick them up. And then we go up. Locker room. This is redraw. Use them while we have them. Is a pump room good right now? The chance of us drawing the boiler room alongside the pump room is actually pretty high. Either of these two, like I could draw this now, and then we can draw stuff that has the like duct system above and still try to connect them later. But this is one of the only rooms that gets me toward the center. I think just having it ready would be good. And too bad we didn't get the the digging experiment. Hmm. We'll do Nook. Again, we don't need the keys. It's more just I don't want to get hit with the negative effect. I don't need to, at least. And then we have Parlor still to be able to get around. We'll do the gym, sure, why not? Can use one step. We'll do the garage there. And again, we're just gonna use all our keys while we can. Do commissary. Then if we can get a breaker box, that'll be good. I don't know how useful money will be right now, but gems are invaluable. And we're sold out. I guess the drawing room. Oh, so there's also this. We discovered this the other night too. So now we need a date for this one. So I don't know if I made a note of them. I don't think I did, so I'll make a note of them now. There are 8 safes. If we include the gate, the orchard gate, there's 8 total locks we need to find. So the 8 safes. There's the orchard, which we got. There's the office, which we got. There's one in the study that we did not get. There is the boudoir one that we got. There was... I was thinking about this earlier. There was a 5th one we found. I don't remember where. Orchard, office, study. I guess here, this was the 5th one. Was the drawing room. Literally right in my face. So there's 3 more safes we haven't found yet. Let's continue up. Yeah, we'll do this. Why not? We gotta do that. Let's do the watering can. Yeah, I'll get our steps back. More gems is always helpful. Actually, I'm just realizing now that maybe I could be saving the keys for the locker room. I don't know if the master key will open those. It said it opens any... It opens any lock that doesn't require a special key. Yeah. All doors. So I don't know if lockers count. So maybe we do save the keys. Late security, damn. Oh, there was something else in here? No, it's in here. Oh, right there on the floor. And the random gem. Make sure nothing changes with that. We haven't found breaker box yet. Maybe we find that now, like right up top. So just for now, I'm gonna set this stuff like this. Because I'm hoping that this leads us to the breaker box. That's the last room, which is great. And there's nothing in here, right? Yeah, nothing. Now we move along. This entire path is done. So now we go to the garage, actually. Go to the garage, back outside, hit up the parlor. What is this? Ugh. Let's refer to the screenshots. Because there were a couple of like notes we found in the mail room. Not these. No. So stuff like this. There were these notes that we found in the mail. But we know red memos are lies unless they're handwritten. This one is like kind of blue, but not really blue. Number 6, 7, and 9 do not appear in any of the fixed combinations. So that narrows down the number pool, but we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So we have 6. 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. Like, that's still so many combinations to think about, so we can't even, like, brute force it. Safe code D8. So the only thing I can think about D8 would be this here. And then there's obviously a safe on rank 10, meaning in the 46th room, maybe. I'll just make that note just in case. With a question mark. That may or may not be true. But I don't recall seeing a date. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So do we only count like the certain particular like one? Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the number 7 doesn't appear, they say. Right now I'm just over reading into things, like just to see if anything pops up. And I don't know why it has this like arrow between them. Two. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't found the code for this one, so I don't know what there is to be done with that particular safe. Oh, we don't have the car keys. That's right. Nice. Head to the parlor. We have this entire section to fill out. Holy. And then we can go to the underground too to... if we need to, like, get into these rooms. But we're fine. A lab, not the bedroom. We do parlor game? Let's do parlor game. Why not? See if we get more gems. Blue box contains the gems. Black box contains the gems. Only one box is true. Okay, so if this box is true, that would mean that these two boxes are lying, which would mean they're in the white box. If this box is true, that would mean that they're in here. This would be lying, and then this would be... I'm gonna say the white box. It's weird, they sometimes get a little easier. But maybe I've just gotten better at like rationalizing my way through them. Trophy room now? Why not? Oh, we need to do billiard room actually. Okay, we actually need to be a little bit more inspectful about like chess pieces and things in the room. I still haven't found the king piece yet. We haven't found a security door. Silver key. Lead to a room with many doors. So which would be good for right here. We'll do chapel. Chapel gets us to the right as well. Okay, so I wonder... Yeah, they're already lit, so we can't get back into it. So that was a lot of money that we used that one time. What are you gonna be? Library? We can do a library. Actually, we have a bunch of books that we've bought. So a library would be pretty damn useful. And then we'll do the pantry just because it's gonna close it off. Sure. Nursery usually gets us a gem, something else sometimes. What new book? Beep, 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 beep. It's right here on the desk. We did Arindia. Let's do the Black Bridge. Let's figure out what the deal is with the whole underground server thing. Let's save it. We'll use the master. Aquarium. Broken handle and a key. Okay, so maybe we still have the watering can. Even if it's not useful right now, maybe we can still utilize it. I was going for items, so maybe this is useful. Compass. Battery. Gem. 4. Coin purse 5. 6. 7. 8. Now if we get locker room, we can open up the lockers. Has it already been half an hour? Damn. Let's use the silver key. We'll see what doors we get. I think Chloe or Great Hall is fantastic right here. Then we'll go up, see what's up. Music room. We'll do. This could give us the secret garden key. So that would mean we have silver, secret. What other major keys are there? We've seen the secret garden, the prism, a silver key, the basement key, obviously the master key is one. I guess a sanctum key is technically a major one. That says the 7th one is major if you draft. Wait, the 7th is major? For some reason, I'm getting like musical hints there, like a major 7th. So a music room. If you draft a music room late, that'll be a sanctum key. Could be. Key card. I guess a key card is technically a major key, sure. Four, five, six. So that's 7 total. There's apparently something else in here. We've done the music little riddle before. We'll do another hallway. Or we should go up, actually. We'll do a classroom. The Great Hall will get us to the left. We have a redraw because of the classroom. Workshop, that's what we want. I want to see what we can build. So we've made already. Contraptions was the power hammer, the jackhammer. We've made a electromagnet. We've made burning light. That's 4. We've made detector shovel. That's 5. There's one more we've made. I don't recall. Something with a compass? No, that was the electromagnet, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember what else we've made. But we have a fuck ton of items right now, and apparently we can do some stuff with it. What would the key card go to? Why can't we craft with the key card? Oh, dowsing rod. That's well, I've seen the dowsing rod. I don't know if we've made it yet. I think we did. Yeah. Didn't really like it that much. That's an option. Shovel batter. Obviously, we make the jackhammer. Detector shovel. We just said, and that becomes the jackhammer. There's the electromagnet. That's the power hammer. can we make with a coin purse? Also, the watering can isn't on here. What would be useful to make then right now? Maybe nothing. We just wait. Oh, there's a security door. Master bedroom. I'm surprised we haven't found the dining room. Yeah, I'll do master bedroom. We get steps back. We did the Morajai box. That's the blueprints or the red prince book. A gem. Trying to see if there's any like hidden little note anywhere that I missed, because I remember reading something that had like tiny writing. I just don't remember where. I don't want to read the book. But no chess piece in here. Oh, so down to the Great Hall. What's the letter here today? N. Again, so I don't know what the... I guess we'll make a note of it today. I don't know if it's the exact like order that they're appearing in or just like the total combination of letters. Pretty sure I've seen an E before. So I've seen AGNTHE and an M, I think. Great Hall. God, Master Key is so goddamn good. It's gonna open everything. We will save the rest of the... Oh. Okay, we'll save the rest of the keys for the locker room, just in case. I kind of don't trust that the Master Key won't be able to open that. Not that this really matters to us. Because we've already locked ourselves out of that room. And these are all just like, yeah, empty rooms. We do need billiard room. We're not going to be able to get the... Let's see what we can get. Dining room. God damn it. Gift shop. I want to see what this room down here is going to be. There you go. I think we could do a billiard room there. That works. Hello. There you go. 18. 10 flipped is 1. Times 20 is 20. 15, 51. 51, 61, 16. Okay, 21 times 2. 21 times 2 is 42. 42 minus 1, 41. Flip 14 times 1 is 14. all the keys for the locker room in case we get it. And nothing we need to buy here, right? Yeah, we can't even get any of these. Obtain 8 trophies in your trophy room. That's what we're trying to do. There's a boiler room. Yeah, we can't even get fucking... Do Cloister, because Cloister has the path right above as well. Security door. Oh, let's redraw. Let's do the redraw here first. Passageway. I mean, why not, right? We have the gems. We have the resources to just do it. There's foundation. Don't know if planetarium has anything for us. Let's just redraw, because why not? Laundry room. Oh, there's the dining room. We'll do sauna. A gem or anything? We got a sleeping mask. We can go back to the workshop, see if we can use the sleeping mask with anything. I'm really just trying to dig up like a turnip or something, just to have the extra steps. Yeah, like that. See, like, why would you organize it like that? Why can't you just rotate it? Guess the observatory? Sure. We didn't get locker room. We'll do locksmith, then we'll make a key. So this should be the prism key, right? You don't even need the lock pick set. But that's a lot of items we have right now. I don't suppose we can combine things. Oh, so this is telling me the sigils that I found. That's good. I was wondering, I was like, why it only showed the Pentagon before, and I was like, I don't remember that being in addition to my HUD. This is pretty good layout. Let's just get the effect for shits and giggles. Half off. Yeah, we would need the green room in order to get the this. I could have done the casino. I have the broken lever. I could have done casino today. I want workshop, which is back this way. And again, we still need to figure out how to get in here if possible. Oh, not that way. Oh, it's all the way around. Okay. Classroom into workshop. Okay, yeah, so the keys obviously are not anything. Why does it let me choose it then? If I can't craft anything with it, what's the purpose of being able to click on it in this menu. Like, what can I really do with the shoes? I don't remember what the dowsing rod does. Obviously, the battery pack gets the jackhammer. Hector shovel, not that helpful. No. Electromagnet is just for collecting stuff. But I mean, having the master key on hand, like, I don't even need anything else. I just need to focus on getting gems then. Yeah, burning glass. Also kind of helpful. 8 more contraptions though. What else do we need? What? I guess the rabbit's foot is an item we're missing. The crown is another item we're missing. I guess next run we go try to get to the room 46, grab the crown, see what other items we can get along the way, and then see what we can craft. Let's go back to coat check, drop off the master key so we can have it for the next run. Hallway trophy room. Yeah, I really want to know where the tunnel's gonna lead. Is that another silver key? How many silver keys are there? Also, we could check the... Nah, it's when you spawn in rooms, not after the fact. Check the master key. Is there anything else? I don't know where the king piece is. I do not recall seeing it anywhere, and that's the problem too. We have a den. We don't have a study today. So we wouldn't be able to do it anyway. We're just gonna call it a day. And now we are day 69. We'll see what this outdoor building is gonna be, and then that'll decide the path we take. Hey. Trading post. Let's do trading post. We'll have that ready, and then as we collect items, As we collect items, we can come back outside, see what we could trade for them. That would have been really good to have for earlier. I guess the parlor for here. Early security? Yeah, sure, why not? Early security doesn't hurt us. We'll find like a lab or something later. Let's do a hallway. I want to at least expand outward a little bit. No, I'll do the lab later just to have access to... I don't even think I need that. We'll do the guy's bedroom. Let's see if my commands are working. Yeah, sweet, that works. Commissary this early? Yeah, we do it. Grab our items. Every item. Salt shaker? I don't even know if we can do anything with a salt shaker. We're just gonna grab everything that we can right now. And we can go straight outside if we want. Yeah. I wish there's a faster way to do all this. I'm just gonna do this now because there's a very high chance we draw the breaker box next. Already pulled it up once. Just having that set for now. Let's go to the trading post. Is there anything in here? We can do shovel, yes. Nice. That actually makes it better, that's right. Couple extra coins. Alright, what do we got? Salt shaker for a magnifying glass. Shovel for car keys. Sleeping for magnifying glass. Metal detector for a lockpick. Salt shaker I'm not that worried about, so we'll trade. For oh, it just goes back and forth, I would think, right? Yeah. Okay, so if you gave me the magnifying glass, if I trade you, then give me a battery pack. And a battery pack for a key. Metal detector for a lockpick. Lockpick for a rabbit's foot. Rabbit's foot for a silver key. Silver key back to a metal detector. And I think it's just gonna cycle through this, right? Yeah. So we'll hold on to the lucky rabbit's foot. Garage key, your car key, magnifying glass, regular. Yes, and once you hit keys, that's it. So it sucks that we got rid of a shovel, but we needed to experiment. I thought it was gonna be like a cycle, so I could just like constantly like fucking salt shaker to magnifying glass to something else, and then that something else back to the salt shaker, and then just it'll always be in that loop. Parlor game for gems because we need them. Oh my god. Okay, so one of the other statements is false. One of the other boxes contains gems. If you replace the word one in the other two statements with both, they will both be false. Okay, so if this is the true box, Both of the other boxes contain gems. That's obviously a fucking lie. So then this one, yeah, it's true. That's a lie. Both of the other statements are false, which is obviously false. But then where are the gems? Both of the other boxes contain gems, so that would be a lie. So they're in here. Yeah. Using our brain. We have a redraw. We just got like a path forward. Oh, like a shovel again. Fuck yeah. We'll do chapel because we need multiple paths. And I say sometimes stuff spawns in here, so hard to check, right? Courtyard, yeah, courtyard. Continue down. Let's see what back here is. Kitchen. Let's redraw. Why not? Trophy room or den. Den. Then hopefully we get the breaker box down here somewhere. Ladyship chamber. No, I want one more path down. We haven't found coat check yet, which is terrifying. So which is why I'm kind of grabbing keys right now, is because I do need them. Just in case. Garage. Early garage is not that great, to be honest. We'll do the dark room. Dark room has a security door, so we can't go that way anyway, and I don't know what door that is. Maybe we could just trigger the lighting effect. That's a regular door. We have sledgehammer? No, we don't. We have shovel. Kitchen, because it's the only one that goes up. That's why for every green room in my house, I only have the 2. We'll wait on that. We'll do that. We need a trophy room for 30 steps. We can wait until we get more rooms. Yeah. We absolutely need to start working on this pump thing. Yoink. Then we hit the button. Now we have 2 pads it could potentially draw into. Let's open this back up. That's awful. Does this go to anything? It does not have the duct. Let's do all this stuff now. Let's do this first, right? And then it goes white. That has to go purple. That stays red. This goes green, blue, and off. Glad you made it safe. I don't remember what switching this thing off did for us. I wanted to see if like there was like a duct system that fed into here and I was just like missing something. Which doesn't seem like it. So now we... Passageway. Passageway to hopefully a pump room. I don't like any of these. I should have saved my dice. I'll do the furnace because I need my third option. Also, this gives me a key. Just a regular key, but it's still a key. Just looking for the pump room, dude. Fuck. Passageway. Yeah, we need to draft the passageways. Weight room, I guess, doesn't really hurt us now, right? Yeah, this is gonna be powered still. Dark room is open. So that's more power into more rooms. Just need the pump room. Come on. So I assume, yeah, like I mentioned before, I think it'll just always draw tunnel forward until we hit the room up here. I didn't see if there was an item here for us. It's the broken lever. Now I'm concerned with power. I don't know if that was like a genuine question or... Right now what I'm trying to do is get the pump room powered. Because if I can get it powered, I can drain the fountain outside, which will let me get to the boat. Because we need to use the boat in the reservoir for something. Fuck. I don't think the showroom has anything for us. Yeah, it's nothing. Damn, dude. Alright, Run's dead. No, I was just making sure, just because, like, I don't know what your intention with that thing was. No, we're all fucking smartasses with each other, so... Yeah, we're trying to get pump room. Like, every time we draw the pump room, we don't get boiler room. Every time we do boiler room, we don't get the pump room. So that's what I was trying to do right here. I mean, if I can... I'm still trying to do, like, workshop stuff, too. I'm trying to do, like, everything all at once. So if I can get the workshop... then we can still do some things. Like that. But I also want to fill out the rest of this, so we're going to do the archive. Alright, I think it's time we ban Dark Parm from the chat. Say your last words, friend. Oh, lavatory. No, we're just gonna do whatever the fucking archive bullshit is. Lady chamber. I mean, that gives us another path forward. And there he goes. Ooh, man, this doesn't really help us now. I mean, yeah, whatever. We're gonna get it. We're gonna grab it, so I don't have to worry about keys going forward, at least. Yeah, my advantage don't work like Queenie's, where it just fucking times you out completely. Drawing room? Yeah, why not, you know? And if we draw the secret... We don't have Secret Garden key, though, so we can't even do this. Servant quarters, +1 key for each bedroom. We only have 2 bedrooms. Maybe that counts for the third. We'll do the library. Because we have a book to read. And a coupon book. Completely worthless to us right now. The Curse of Black Bridge. Get the music paused. Forward. The legend of Black Bridge isn't one that's well known to the people of the Grand Realm, for versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the story has changed, becoming over the years more colorful, more verbose, and as one might expect, increasingly horrifying. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of confining and binding this tale to text seemed an ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I have heard dozens of variations of the legend, and while the details would often change, I was surprised how much of the story's heart remained the same. Yet the more I listened, the clearer it became that there could never be a definitive version of this tale, capable of capturing all of the wonder and myth of Black Bridge. Be more productive and at least make one big piece of art? Yeah. I want to get back into art too. Got so many other things that I want to do as well, and I don't know how to prioritize. In the end, I chose to write down what felt most authentic, the story my grandmother told me as a boy long ago. Part 1, The Berry Picker from Oris. Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues so wayward that the locals deemed it appropriate to call their number the Unholy Hounds. They were feral outlaws composed of society's worst in a time when society was at its worst. And for each crime that fearful travelers credited to the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, even worse than the last. Each worse than the last. For the gentry, however, who often value their coffers more than their companions, no crime could measure more wicked than the group's primary enterprise, highroad robbery. One such member of this so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had not been lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. In the years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind a churchyard, relying on the nourishment of scurrying bugs and weeds harvested from the cracks of the alleyway to sustain his pitiful existence. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardships would take any easy road out. An easy and well-traveled road paved with temptations leading out of the city and into the gentrylands, where loose purse strings entwine with the strands of salvation and glisten equally with the hope of opportunity. It was this road that eventually led Jesper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Black Bridge Canyon. It was here that he met his surrogate family and saviors, the notorious gang of godless outlaws known as the Unholy Hound. I could do it myself. Despite the hardened circumstances that had led him to this vocation of banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted and often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For this reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. It was not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertakings, but it was the only duty performed without the safety of night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he alone worked while the others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. On one such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, berry basket in hand, and set out into the woods before the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest treetops. It was colder in the mornings, but the headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthermost berry patches without worry of being chastised for tearing upon his return. It took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination, and along the way, Jesper had passed by many a familiar bush, all priorly pillaged and so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments in earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even patience has its limits. He was confident that even accounting for the time lost to this long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. Surveying the patches in this new grove surprised even Jesper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the skies. Upon seeing such a bounteous sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly and nearly toppled over out of joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location of this newfound treasure. Instead, he would earn the respect of his confederates who, upon seeing his yield, might attribute the success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket and was making steady strides in this task when the sound of thundering hooves interrupted him. A carriage is approaching. Thought of it made Jesper freeze. Had he been so enchanted by his discovery that he had neglected to observe his surroundings? How could a roadway be so close? He ducked down and crept toward the impending sound, hiding behind one of the larger bushes nearby. It was only a moment more before the sound's source revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring around a corner of trees, led by 2 beautiful white horses and conveyed by a stern-looking driver seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without ever having witnessed such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight was so transfixed The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. Little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch, and upon spotting the boy, he pulled the reins with such effect that the noble steed slid to a sudden halt with precise control. "You, boy, get out from behind that bush," he shouted with a rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. "You startled me half to death coming round the bend of my own drive and seeing such an unfamiliar face in a place where there ought not be any face." Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older, and his dress was suitable for courtly behavior, not dashing through the bramble and mud. "I was picking berries." Jesper raised the half-filled basket up to allow the driver to see proof of his word. The demeanor of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expressions on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicion that the driver might have had instantly evaporated, for even the notion of a member of the unholy hounds picking berries seemed farcical. No, you're good. I'm just reading. Yeah. The softened expression even made allowances for a smile. "Berries, eh? Say, you couldn't have picked a better spot for them, could you? I used to pick berries here as a boy." Jesper took his cue to finally step forward out from behind the bush, proudly brandishing his basket. "I know, and what luck I found them. I've only just begun picking, and look how many I have. It would have taken me fourfold the time back home to procure this number." The driver bent down for a closer look. "And where is your home, boy? It must be quite far." Jesper replied with a scripted response. "A little south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods." "My God, that is far. You couldn't have come all that way only this morning." It was true. Tanner Fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had traveled, and while that response would seem perfectly reasonable in a location closer to Blackbridge Canyon, you could see why it might seem less believable here. Sir, I traveled much farther for much less profit. I dare say there's no distance yet made by man that would not be worth undertaking for a prize such as these. Surely you have tasted them for yourself. Jesper felt happier with this response as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. In my youth, often, but perhaps I took it for granted because I never had to travel very far. And even then, my father would always drive us here in our carriage, so I am ashamed I never had to walk such a stretch to earn an equal reward. It was Jesper's time to smile. Then let my efforts reward us both today. He raised the basket even higher. A taste and memory of your youth, sir. The driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over the seat to reach down to the basket. And at the moment his fingers touched the first berry, the dagger in turn met his throat, cutting through a superficial layer of skin and drawing blood. Jesper caught the man's startled eyes. And for that taste, I will have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth. The driver's arm had gone stiff, his chin raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before. Whether unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged at this particular time. Jesper let the basket drop, freeing his other hand to probe the man's pockets. Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause, though I will admit the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you the indignity of walking appeals to me. Unable to find a purse in the man's coat, Jesper pivoted to search the seat under him. Why have you no purse upon your person? The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing toward the carriage door behind him. Jesper lowered the knife's edge to a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did in turn softly. There is a lockbox in the carriage. Well, come down then and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands, a concession, I assure you, of my tender heart, for it would be much easier to slit your throat. The man started to comply, slowly lowering himself from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree where he instructed him to get on his knees and put his hands behind his back. Excusing his inexperience, the man indulged Jesper while he figured out how to adequately bind him. Smile and kindness Jesper had seen on the man's face, now nothing more than a distant memory. In their place, cold, dark eyes displaying no emotion. I wonder, shall I grant you the same clemency you are showing me? Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but ignored it, secured the final bindings, then hastily returned to the carriage. With one hand on the door's handle, he turned back to the man. If there is no lockbox, there will be no clemency. Inside, the carriage was surprisingly dusty and unswept, a stark contrast to the elegant and polished golden facade of the exterior. It had apparently been many years since a passenger had enjoyed passage in this vehicle. This all but confirmed what Jesper had suspected. The driver of this carriage was not a liveried servant of the employ of some greater master. Any curiosity that this observation might have further produced was quickly abandoned upon seeing what rested under the carriage's back seat, a large wooden lockbox. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. Within a few minutes, Jesper had dislodged it from its hold and carried it out into the sunlight. Inspecting the box carefully, two observations were made. Totemic symbols were carved on all four sides of the box. Totemic symbols found carved on all four sides of the box hinted that the box was very old and likely not created by Auryndian hands. It reminded him of artifacts from the old world and was presumably crafted in one of the ancient realms. Secondly, the box was secured by a rusted yet robust padlock and would not open easily without a key. Jesper looked over to see the driver quietly observing from his indentured position. Do you perhaps have a key you can provide me to open this box? Without emotion, the driver replied, There is no key to that box. Jesper stood up. Easy enough then. He headed over to a nearby rock of sizable dimensions and lifted the stone up, carrying it back to the box. If there was ever a time when that lock had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. With one hit, the stone had completely shattered the rusted lock. He bent down and opened the lid. Inside was an effigy, a crude figure chiseled from stone. Without too much deliberation, Jesper bent down and picked it up, somewhat surprised how heavy it seemed given how light the box had felt. Having expected to find something more akin to gold or gems, he looked questioningly at the man, hoping to find an explanation. The driver's smile had once again returned. You are cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. You have opened that which should never have been opened, and you are cursed. I want to look at this real quick. Jesper carried the effigy over to the man and shoved it in front of his face. What is it? That's one. Feeling his disappointment rising to anger now, Jesper tightened his grip on the effigy. One what, you mumbling adjutor? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna pull my screenshots up for that. Because we'd have a little bit of Eragon dialogue. So Adj means first. I don't know if you can see it. Did it pop up? No, it's got it. That's not what I want. That's what I want. The Adj means first. Entor? I don't know what Entor means. Who knows? And in God's name, why have you no purse upon your person? The man did not seem intimidated. One pace. He paused for effect. 12 more and you will be dead. He only had a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head and put an end to his cryptic ramblings. If there was ever a time when the old man had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. Jesper looked down at the sculpted stone figure, now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He had, of course, heard stories of curses and had never doubted their validity in the past, but now that he was standing face to face with the possibility of being cursed, his mind pleaded with him to be skeptical. And if he was cursed, what difference would the knowledge make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul, to say nothing of the chances of procuring a remedy. If he did not move from where he now stood, he could live maybe another 3 or 4 days, maybe more given the abundance of nearby berries. Plan that if we ignore its obvious faults might provide additional opportunities for help to come along. But what good would that do? To be discovered here, desperate. Wait, what? I'm not clicked in the game. Be discovered here beside a body with stolen goods in hand, bloated from berries and raving about a curse that could very well not be real. No, it would most certainly be better to face one's fate now, take a dozen paces, and see if life goes on. But Jesper found his legs unable to make that first step. His mind was unable to convince his limb to waste away 1/12 of his life in a single motion. Feeling the desperation sink in, he hopelessly looked around him for a solution. And if, by some stroke of luck, the gods had heard his plea, a miracle materialized before him as if he found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. 2 white horses and a carriage of golden trim were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. He laughed at his fortune and calculated the short number of paces back to the road. 4. Perhaps only 3 if he jumped. He made a quick survey to see if there was anything he wished to grab before taking the plunge. He thought about removing the driver's fancy coat, as that appeared to be of some value, but the additional risk of undertaking such a task, too great a chance. And so, after a profound breath, he took his second, third, and fourth steps, though they were quite large. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins and suddenly realized that he was still grabbing the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. If, on the other hand, the story was fictitious, there might be some appraisal that could be made of the figure. It was, after all, found within a lockbox, whose typical function oft secures objects of value. Having witnessed firsthand the horrors of destitution, Jesper found his mind equally reluctant to allow his hand let go. If it is cursed, I die. If not today, then tomorrow. And if I die, what care have I? And with that statement said aloud, to the horses seemingly, Jesper took up the reins with confidence. Oh my god, this is such a long book. I'm just going to take screenshots of all this because I don't want to read this all on stream. That's it. That was a long book. Jesus. I did take more screenshots than I needed to, especially at the end right there. Yeah, like this one was an actual fucking book. Are any of them the same? Two of them are the same. Get rid of one of these. Yeah, this book just kept going. Lore definitely goes wild. And the only reason why I picked this book up is because there is an underground room outside of the estate that holds like a server or like servers. And so I wanted to see if that would give me any more information about that particular room, not just like the lore of why it's called Black Bridge. But yeah. Also, yeah, it's day 69 right now. Ha ha ha, ha. Funny number. Where are we? We're in the library. We don't need gallery. Let's grab the workshop while we're here. So it's a C now. So the only thing I can see it saying is change. We've seen AGNTMHEC. I don't know what the order of the letters is supposed to mean. I don't think we can do anything with any of these. Can I do coupon book with coin purse? No. Let's go down the list. We know that obviously goes to something like that, but we don't need that. C is a diamond? Hmm? C is a diamond. What you talking about? Lucky purse. Lucky purse. Interesting. Doubles all the gold you find. Ooh. Okay. Not that helpful now. That would have been fucking helpful doing the goddamn showroom fucking challenge. Because carbon under extreme pressure and heat turns into an... Oh, I see. Ha 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 ha. What are you... What are you typing there? We need one more contraption. I don't know what we would get out of it. We have some more rooms to explore. Corridor. Doubles all the gold you find. We also have no gems, so we can't even do that room. Sure. Anything that has like branching paths. No more gems though, so that sucks. Banana. I thought that was an upgrade disc for a second. I was so happy. Oh, we're getting near the furnace. Fucking gem, man. Whatever. What in the hell are we listening to? How is this all in the same playlist? That's so weird. I put this playlist on because I want to hear some fucking banger beats. Other fucking archives, dude. Archives always screws us over. Dovecote. We really have no way of getting to any of these rooms here, so... I saw a quick message pop up in OBS right now. Something about something's overloaded. What's overloaded? Don't give me that crap now. I think it's just gonna be the prism key again, right? It's always the prism key whenever I make this. Oh, a secret garden key. I don't know. It popped up for a quick second and then it's gone. I don't know what it said. I had like a little piece of paper right here. It was like in the way of my screen, so I couldn't read it. But it's gone now, so either it cleared itself up or... Um... Nothing else to do for this run? I can go to Trading Post. Let's head outside, back to trading. I love having multiple paths now. It's so great. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or faster encoder preset. So something how I'm capturing my videos. I'll take a look at that later. What's weird is that it's not happening constantly. Like, this is the first time that I've seen this happen. So I don't know why all of a sudden it would be a problem now. No, yeah. everything's fine. I'm not dropping any frames. My bitrate's high. It's just only how the video is being recorded. So it's something on my end. Something set too high, maybe. Broken lever for 2 gems, no trade. Battery pack for a key, no trade. Coupon book for a compass. Trade. Compass for a salt shaker, no trade. Lucky purse for 4 thing, no. Secret garden key for a key card. We can't do secret garden anyway, so sure. Key card for a coupon book. Coupon book for car keys. We don't have the garage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we don't have garage to begin with. So car keys for a salt shaker. Salt shaker for a die. Magnifying glass for a key. Shovel for car keys. Car keys for a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer for a sleeping mask. I don't know if there's anything we can do with the sleeping mask. We're gonna trade anyway. We're at the end of the run, so just seeing what the options are. Detector for a lockpick. We haven't figured out what to do with the lockpick set. I'm gonna hold on to this right now. We're gonna leave the master key. The lockpick is one of the items we can craft with as well, I believe. So if there's nothing we can do with it, then we're just gonna call it a run. A workshop is way at the top, yeah, so we just gotta go back down underground. Can't think for the life of me where the goddamn king chess piece is. I do not recall seeing it anywhere in the game. But also at the same time, I wasn't particularly paying attention to the chess pieces. But it makes the most sense that it would be in like the last room. Yeah, see, lock pick set is an item. But it doesn't go to anything. I don't know what I could do with it to upgrade it. Anything else? Electromagnet. We know battery and lever goes to other things. That would make sense, is that the lockpick can be used for anything instead of just doors. I know like the lockers, I can't lockpick the lockers. It would make sense that I could upgrade these to something like that, but it's just figuring out what it will combine with. Because I basically tried everything. And just there's nothing that seems to work. We don't have the key card anymore, right? Yeah, we got rid of the key card. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to code check, drop off the master key, and then we'll start another run. It is down through the archives. And like the running shoes too. Like running shoes have something that I can click them in the crafting menu, so I don't understand what those will become. And then we're done here. So unless it's just trying to throw me off, like, I don't know what I can craft with. But I'm gonna grab some more water, use the bathroom, grab a snack. So I'll be right back. Yeah, not too long. It really was just grabbing some more water, grabbing a snack. Do not microwave in this pouch. I would never microwave a fucking Pop-Tart. Ever. I pee fast. I mean, I didn't have to go that bad anyway. It's more just so like it doesn't build up to a point where it's like, oh, I gotta go now. Like, I wanted to refill my bottle and grab a Pop-Tart. That's 7 contraptions. I'm not American, so I didn't grow with Pop-Tarts, but I never liked them. Yeah. I grew up with like store brand stuff. They don't taste exactly the same as normal Pop-Tarts. It wasn't really until like my like late teens, early adulthood that I actually started going with like legit Pop-Tart brand. And even then, like transitioning to regular Pop-Tarts like is weird. Like they're sweeter than the store brand versions. So it's like it's a little off-putting. But from what I can remember, I'm pretty sure store brand had like some other flavors too. A lot of the time, the store brand was just strawberry, which is a fine flavor, you know. Ooh, let's do. I'm gonna do something really dumb today. Okay, hold on. Let's think this out. So I've done one coin before, and that was one blessing. I've done like 5 coins, and it was a different blessing. I think I did like 10 or 15 at one point. I'm really tempted to just use all my money on this run right now. I don't know if there's a max number of coins that I can put in. I'm just gonna do all of it. We're gonna see what this gets me. While drafting, you may pay gems to spin floor plans. That's not bad. I don't know if it's like a certain number threshold of like between 1 and 5 coins is this blessing, and then from 6 coins to 10 coins is this blessing. Alright, so we're broke today. But being able to rotate floor plans will be a little helpful. Oh, but yeah, growing up, we only ever really got the strawberry, like, store brand ones. They had, like, brown sugar cinnamon, too. So those are, like, the only, like, 2 flavors that I would ever really eat. It wasn't until, like, you start branching into actual Pop-Tarts that you see the, like, the s'more flavor, the berry, cherry. This is the raspberry ones. I love raspberry. Anything. I'll have to wait. The storeroom grabs more gems. Looking for early coat checks. We can grab our master key and not have to worry about keys for the rest of the run. Nook works. Yeah, we'll do this now. I don't like having down this low because of the dark room. But if we can just avoid dark room, like, that's just so much better. Grew up with shawarmas, hummus, and veggies, and Cheetos for snacks. That certainly sounds a lot healthier than the shit I grew up with. What did I grow up with? I grew up with Hot Pockets, frozen mini corn dogs, lots of ramen. Love ramen. Still eat ramen to this day. Like instant ramen. Yeah, let's continue this way. I do not know how to begin approaching this fucking safe code. Shawarma is 5, which is $1.36. It fills you up. Hell yeah. Yeah, anything that's like very cheap like that, that just gets you, gets you by, honestly really good. William has returned and is thug shaking all over the chat. Welcome back. Glad you're safe. There's something. I don't think there's anything here. Oh no, both the. We can do chapel. We have no money to lose, so we have 1 money to lose. What the hell? Shashu mayo. That's a bit sussy.
Yeah, that works a lot better. That works even better. We're gonna do that. Oh, we don't have now let's hold on to the keys. Farm probably has more iffy emotes. I mean, you both have some very questionable things. We'll do lab. Go up. It's hot today. Yeah, it's like mid 80s over here too. Ooh, man. Yeah. Or, nah, I want this. We need this. I don't want to risk losing this. Retrieve master key. Yeah, it's slowly getting warmer now, and I hate it. We go center. Got an experiment. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, does that count rotating them though? I would think not. It's only when you draft it. Whenever you draft a shop room, gain a star. That doesn't hurt us. We haven't drafted any of those yet, right? We didn't do commissary or kitchen. Yeah, we still have. I like shop room, gain a star. We have not found security though, so we can't enter this way. We need to do corridor because we need to get around this fucking room. Could close it off and get a star. I'd rather have the opportunity to move around though. And more gems to like rotate our stuff. This box and the blue box are both false. So if that was true, that would also make it false. What? This statement is of no help at all. Okay, so if that's true, the gems are in the black box. If this is the true one, so obviously if this was also true, how would that work? If this is true, then they're false? If this is true, then it's false? How in the fuck? If this one is true, this statement is of no help at all. If that was also true, this would be the one that's lying. If this is the one that's lying, then this box and the blue box are true. You see, like if it's false, if it's false, it's true. If it's true, it's false. How in the hell does that work? I actually don't know with this particular one. This statement is of no help at all. So if that's true, the statement's not really helping us out. I'm just gonna do the fucking white box. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Not that important that we do it. Wow, this is just a very poorly designed house today. We'll do observatory, get our little effect going for the day. Avoid the skull. I don't want dead end rooms. Day. And I won't ever have to come back through the chapel. A lab is locked until we find the breaker box. Not breaker box, a security room. Yeah, so let's close it off here. Yeah, right. Have you seen the shit that you have, William? Bedroom, walk-in closet for more items. We don't have the gem, so planetarium. I don't think there's ever anything in here. Grass is clipping through the wall. I mean, anything over like 70 degrees for me is like awful. I do not like the heat. Neat. Back home, we get 122 Fahrenheit with humidity. Fuck all that. I think this run is just fucked. No, bedroom goes up. Okay, never mind. Bedroom goes up. I thought bedroom was going down. I'm dumb. West Wing Hall for sure. We have garage. Let's go garage higher. What the hell, man? Like, how? How does it even get to that point? Yeah, no one should be out and about when that happens. Yeah, we gotta do security. I don't even want to go to work when it's like fucking 80 degrees. Makes the warehouse warm. I mean, having ice water is like a big help. Just like walking into the fucking warehouse and it's just like the wave of fucking heat and it just sits on top of you all the time. Aquarium. The worst that I felt, I think, was like maybe 115. I went to Arizona a couple years ago to visit a friend. I mean, I've been all over the US, so I don't even know what the hottest day would have been because we had no way of like measuring that really. I don't recall ever like actually checking the weather while we were out. I mean, I gel my hair back when I go to work. I gel my hair back because I have a lot of like loose strays that like to fly in front of my face, so I don't want that while I'm working. So I gel my hair back and put it in a ponytail. And even with the ponytail, like I don't want my ponytail like bushing out and like drooping down over my shoulders or anything, so I do multiple hair ties down the length. I've heard it called like bubbles, whatever, so it's like I have like two additional hair ties holding my ponytail together so it doesn't like fluff out. But yeah, we went to Arizona a couple years ago to visit a friend that lives there. And it was like, yeah, like 115 there. And just like dry weather too, which I can't even imagine with humidity. We don't even have items today, so workshop isn't gonna help us. Just get like the gems or whatever from this room. Dice, that works. I don't know why it feels the need to introduce the die to me every time. I just realized, can we light the candles in here or something? Or in here, maybe. In there, maybe. Open this. I have to make the burning light again. Secret passage. Yeah, secret passage to another hallway. Like that. We don't have the gems, though. Watching too many and it's listening, yeah. Frying your brain, yeah. Go rest. Just mute everything, lay in silence for a second. I'll be here for a little while. The master key is such a helpful fucking item. I'm so glad we bought it. You bonked Queenie, put her in jail and left. You're a goddamn savage. Oh, I'm gonna do the same. Give me a second. Ah, it's on cooldown. That's right. Yeah, it's on cooldown. Why did you open up to this? Just waiting 5 more seconds. All right, I fulfilled my purpose. All right, now that that's over. Back to this nonsense. We just opened up the east door. These should be open or no? Yeah. We'll do library because we need more books. Then either of these can like take me up into the foundation. Yeah, like the commissary. Might as well just do the commissary since we're spending the gem to rotate them regardless. We hit breaker box, so gym is not going to be a problem for us. I will rotate the gym. Now we are going to need some more gems. Let's go down. Billiard room. We still need billiard puzzles. Wait. 16. Wait. What the hell does that mean? Like a third divided by... Is it a third of this? Why is it thin now? Yeah, I have to divide it by 3. 3 times 1. No, that's wrong. Okay, that's 4. Divided by 3 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. How do you... Oh, we're doing decimals now, or what? Oh, shit. Are we doing decimals now? Ten divided by 3 is 3.33. Minus 2 divided by 3. So 2.6. Well, plus. No, it's not. That's plus 4. Oh, no. Thank you for the lurk. Make sure you show Queenie some love for me. Don't just bully her, okay? East Wing Hall. Yeah, because the breaker box is way down there. I don't want to have to deal with Veranda. We could do like wine cellar and then have the gymnasium fill out the rest of that. We have shovel? Yes, we have shovel. So now we can enter up here. You know what? I wonder, is it just gonna hit a dead end? Or will it continue going? It hits a dead end. Who's the heart? Which Realm and Rune, where are you? Realm and Rune. Who's got what? The heart is Kororika. So they have to be orange. So black obviously moves them around. I don't recall. What does the pink do? Pink moves things around. Pink just like cycles these around the square. Hmm. There you go. So tunnel doesn't do anything else. And we kind of fucked ourselves because we only opened the east door and yeah. So unless we can get Secret Garden key soon. We kind of fucked ourselves over with something else. Yeah, we're gonna open this. Because why not? Get the money. Okay. We have to go to the library. Drafting studio. Yeah, drafting studio for sure. We need more rooms. Let's see if there's anything else we would have missed. No, like, secret safe or anything. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all... Oh, yeah, we've seen that one already. Solarium, more likely to draw unusual or rare. While drafting. Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting a classroom, gain 10 steps. I think it's Solarium, having more green rooms. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. We still have 10 more rooms to find. So like, what more? what more really is there for us to find? Also, we're at 49 stars. I just realized that something happens at 50, I would think. A new constellation at 50. Where's my little note? "47 different constellations observed in a single night, and then 50 is a new one spotted." So I just need one more star. And then don't touch them at all. We go up through the foundation, try to hit these rooms, something. We bought everything here? No, we did not. Let's buy a sledgehammer, because why not? Let's do a door with, or a room with many doors. We'll do the conference room. Just in case we find something that can open that. Safe code was D8, it said. Safe code D8? So should I go back to the tunnel then and see if we can pick out something? Sanctum key? Sanctum key. Yeah. Okay. So it was the music room. We were debating whether or not it's like the 7th is major if you draft it late. Okay, well that could either mean like high up here, it could be in the music room, draft the music room late. I suppose the dark room. Oh yeah, we get this last star. I honestly don't care what it's gonna be. Actually, no. Shop room. Okay, so now we need to draft shop room. Room 8 key. Gems, because why not? We'll do ballroom, and then if we get one more shop. One more shop. So now, let's go to the observatory. We'll go to the observatory because we can. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's bad. I have a sanctum key though. Fuck. We have dining room. Let's go eat actually. Grab our food. And then we'll be okay. Pizza. Do we have furnace? I don't remember. I don't think we did. Why was what bad? I honestly don't remember what I was saying. I only had... Okay, so I think what I was talking about was I have a sanctum key, so I need to get down into the basement to open another door. but I only had 20 steps to work with. Also, at the same time, let me see if I can pull up the screenshot for you. We have this note which says at 50 stars, we get a new constellation, which is what we have now. So I want to go back to the observatory to see if anything new changes. But I couldn't do both the underground sanctum key and the observatory because we don't have enough steps, or we didn't have enough steps. But we just ate dinner, so I have plenty to work back here. I can go up, do the underground first, and then come back through the bottom and then hit the observatory, which I think is what we're gonna do instead. But they're like almost equal number of steps. 1, 2, 3. No, it's actually cheaper to do that. Cheaper to go underground and then hit the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that and then come back down. Go to coat check. Do I think I could speedrun this game? I'd have the knowledge to get around it. One of the trophy challenges is to beat the game in an hour or a day. Hold on, let's see. Do I have that screenshot of the challenges? Yeah, a day. Oh, on my screenshots folder. That. Under an hour and then reach room 46 in a day. So there is like a little speedrun challenge to do, and I have the knowledge to like get around it. It's just the RNG aspect of it all. Let's go up. Foundation underground. We go through the secret passage. But yeah, it's definitely doable. I actually watched the on the leaderboards, they have different categories, obviously, right? So one of them is just getting into the antechamber. So not even like unlocking the room here. It's just how fast can you get to this room? And that was like the first one you see, which is like a fucking 3-minute speed run. But the actual like getting into room 46 requires a lot more. Yeah, I want to drain the fountain to be able to get over here so I can bring the boat this way. Because I can't reach that side from any other way. No, there's only the one. This is room 45, if you want to call it that, or just the antechamber. It's the room before 46. So there's one category to just get into this room, which is the 3-minute like speed run that we found the other day. And then there's another category of actually getting into room 46, which requires a little bit more setup because we have to be able to open the doors to get the basement key. We got to go down into the underground, pull the northern lever to open this door, come back up, then get there. And so doing all of that requires extra work. So like right now, I want to get over to here. Leave that as that is. We've already locked our... No, we didn't. No, we've locked ourselves out of the eastern door, so we didn't find the secret garden. Yeah, but that's speed running. Because you put yourself through all that fucking torment and hardship. And just like the more you play it, the more it just becomes like nature. Like I know the order in which I need to do things now. It's just a matter of getting the luck for it to all line up. Which is why I'm opting for just like a more completionist route. Just get all the trophies. Be gone, bot. Okay, so I ask you now. So, we have one sanctum key. And we have this note. Let me pull it up real quick. Where did I get the... I always lose it. I don't know how I keep losing it. Yes, ask you in particular. So, we found this note in room 46 that talks about where to find the sanctum keys. So first key found here in the highest rank, or the furthest rank. So there's one in room 46 that we can grab. I don't think we've used it yet. The second, locked tight in the vault of a bank. Obviously, we need a safe deposit key to get into one of those boxes. The third is high up among the clocks. We got the clock tower one already. Fourth one down beneath all the docks, back in the reservoir behind us. Fifth held by a key on his throne, I don't know. Sixth in a station, we haven't found that yet. Seventh is major, which is what we just grabbed right now in the music room. Here, can I move this out of the way real quick? Yeah. I'll cover my face a little bit. So we found the seventh key here in the music room. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. It's a major key that we draft in a music room. So we have the seventh key right now. The last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. So, what does that mean to you? Waiting behind the last door of 8. Because I kind of interpret that as it's behind that door. If there are 8 doors, it's behind the last door. But I can choose any of these remaining 6 doors, so I ask you, do we go through the last door? Or do you want to pick a number? Because I genuinely don't know. We don't. We have no idea what they mean. All I know is where to get the keys. That's the only information that we have is... Where is it? This is all we know, is where to find the keys. We don't know which... We don't know what lies behind what door. But... Actually, no, hold on. So never mind, yeah. There are 8 total realms of the world. Is there a clue? Not that I know of, at least. I think they just all look blank. Nah, it's pretty just bare, blank room. They all look like this. So it's just a random shot. We're just gonna open this just cause, why not? Can't even get in there anyway. Yeah, do you want to choose the last door or do you want to pick any of the other doors? I can go with either one because we're going to find more keys eventually. It's just the way that I interpret that note is the last door is hiding another key. But 8 is also a recurring number in this game. There's a room called Room 8. Which had a puzzle. And has a couple of doorways, so it's like we could choose either one. You say go with the last one? Yeah, I kind of think so as well. Yes. Oh, wait, no, I want to use a different word. The diamond. Who is the diamond? The diamond? We haven't seen the diamond. Huh. We haven't seen the diamond. I'm looking around in my screenshots real quick to see if there was anything in the classrooms that would have given me a hint. No. Okay, so we can probably delete this whole folder because it's just the Realm and Rune book, but broken. Yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of this folder. Don't need it. Again, not the folder, I want the picture. This is what I'm looking at right now. So these are the only ones that we've seen. Ben Aries is our own. We did this and we did Araja the other day. So the diamond we have not seen yet. I don't recall seeing it anywhere else. I don't know if there's anything we can do here because I don't know anything about this realm. Damn. Okay, well, it's good to have a door open at least. We said we were going to go back to the observatory, so let's go back to the front. And then we'll see what new constellation gets observed. Yeah, we found... I legit don't think we used the key. Yeah, this room kind of bad. I hate having to sit there. I remember finding the key down here, and then we immediately used it since we were right next door. Encoding overloaded. Considering turn down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. Okay, whatever. I don't know what causes it to overload. Is it like me moving too fast? Like, does this fuck it up? It can't keep up with this? Or is it just random? Yeah, we did the one down there already. And we did, obviously, the music room just now. And whatever the second key, the clock tower. So I need to reach the 46 again. Grab that key, come back down here. And then we just gotta find the others wherever they may be. Okay, so I gotta go all the way left and up. Literally just straight up. Give me. Oh my god, I'm just a hiccupy bitch today. Alright, do we get anything new? Or do we have to... Okay, so we might need to draft the observatory again. And then come back here. Which we can do. Well, actually... No, we might have fucked up, actually. Does this tell us how many times we've drafted a room? Drafted 36 times. I don't like how this is worded. It should say gain 1 star each time you draft observatory. Not +1 for each time, because I've drafted it 36 times, so it should be 36 fucking stars that I get. Drop off the master key. EA, not that important to us. We call it a day, because there's nothing more to do. A noteworthy jigsaw house. Okay, so now we need everything. We need the library to get more books. We need to do observatory to check out what the new constellation will be. We need one more contraption, so we need items, but I don't know. I might just look it up, honestly. These are technically doable. Okay, so reach room 46 in 1 day means I have to start over on a new file and then get to the room. Like, we can try that out. Make a new profile and then just fucking go. See how well we can do on 1 run. Tool shed. Also, I just realized I'm moving so slow. Holy. Maybe that's what it's talking about when it says encoding overloaded. Reduce output resolution, lower frame rate, change encoder preset, use hardware encoding. If your output resolution is set too high, puts a significant strain on your CPU. Scaling down resolution in OBS's video setting. Yeah, we'll have to mess with that later. I'm just now realizing though that I move at like 5 frames a second now. And it's weird that it happens like this because I'm not running all that much in the background. I have my normal stuff running. Maybe just all the screenshots. Here, let's get rid of all the fucking screenshot windows. I have my screenshots folder. I have OBS, my VTubing stuff, and the game. Obviously mix it up for random things. Then I have Opera minimized, so it shouldn't even really be using anything. I've tried seeing that before and it doesn't nothing stands out. It says the game uses the most, which I guess sure, yeah. I guess I can close fucking get rid of Opera. That's gonna fucking overload shit. Which is so weird because I've had streams open before and it doesn't fucking change anything. The game VTube Studio. Apparently Discord uses more than OBS does. So just kill Discord. Don't need it. Yeah, the most is the game, which makes sense. Expression app is the little, I think it's the console for the tracking. Now it's just going back and forth. Yeah, I'm not dropping frames or anything, which is surprising. It's just recording like the video thing, and then my VTube shit like just suddenly freaking out. Let's keep it on P4 for medium. I'm just gonna restart VBridger. Yeah, it's like it doesn't. The face tracking is kind of what slows down all of a sudden. If I save and quit the game, yeah, whatever. We never really started. It's fine. We'll save and quit. Restart the game. Now it's smooth that I've stopped playing the game. Gonna do a little bit of this, kind of see how well everything looks. Let's see if we can. Let's see how well we can do on a day one run. So I made a new save file. We're gonna start. We're gonna start fresh. Can I skip all this? Yes, I can. All right, knowing what we know now, All right, you have fun with that. We have an hour to work with, so fucking bananas. I don't need bananas. But we got a gem. Probably should be saving something like this for later. Drawing room works. Trying to get like maybe breaker box here. Redraw. Yeah, that works, sure. Blue box is empty. Blue box is true. If blue box is true, these two are the true. So the blue box is empty is false. So we're just gonna. Nice. Oh my god, it already fucked me over. Yeah, I just wanted to see how getting that set up would go. Now we have profiles set up. I can clear it as I need. We continue. Okay, let's see what we can do now. Been working on that's not what I want. I got some couple of counters. Another shrine. Shrine won't really help us. The tomb also not really gonna help us. I already have a blessing. I don't know if I can get more. Do shelter. Why not? We'll do Den. Code check for sure. Grab our master key. Never need to worry about keys ever again. We'll do gym to go up. You know, let's hold off on building these rooms. It's the first 3 that we built, so I want to save it for the archives, because the fucking archives always screws us over. Only one box displays a true statement. The gems are in the white box. The gems are in the black box. So if this is the true one, then they're not in here, and they're not in the black one, so they'd be in here. Ayo. You go now? Yeah, you go. Get out of here. Be gone with you. Bye-bye. Have fun, whatever you're doing. Gift shop? Sure. Whatever gets us closer. Do office, because why not? We don't have to worry about keys now. Wait, can I? No, it's locked. Okay. We are still gonna need to open these rooms. So going straight up like this isn't really gonna help us out. Yeah, something like a patio or... Let's do this while we're down here. If we could get this fucking left door open, or even the right door open, like right now, then we're fucking good to go on that hour challenge. We've already left that in that state. We come back down here. Turn. Turn, you bastard, turn. God, this shit takes forever. Run our happy ass all the way down here, flip the northern lever, and then we try to get either of the other two doors open. So we need Great Hall for the east door. Great that we can skip cutscenes now. So if we can find, we need Secret Garden key to be able to open the left door. Otherwise, we go in from the Great Hall somewhere down here. Or I guess we find broken lever. And then hit it from the bottom, but there is a lot of faith and luck. Let's try it this way first. The dining room kind of works. Just eat for the steps. Which way do we want to go? We want to be able to go up. Okay, we'll use key 8 here. It's gonna go down. Okay. I was hoping it'd go... We're not lost yet. We still have the opportunity to loop this back up around like that. 16. 5. 5, 5, 5. 20 divided by 3? Like 6 point something? Plus point something, so we're looking at what, 7-ish? 3. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 10, 19 times 1. Oh, I fucked that up. What? 5. We said this was 7. 3. Yeah, 3, and then we go to the ring. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 10 would be 19, and then 19 times 1 would be 19, no? How are we getting this wrong? Three. Unless the minus means something different. What? I don't get this one. We're gonna reset this one. So 16. Interesting that it made me click that first. 5. Okay, so we've been just doing the normal division, or the normal whatever the fuck. Divide by 3, the third. But what does it mean when it's yellow? Pull up the math screenshots. Did we get screenshots of the math, the new math things? I don't think we did. I don't think we did get those screenshots. I took very little notes about what they might be. One is like either round up or we round down or something. I don't. Hey. Three times 3. Assuming that's the third, but I don't know if that's the third or if it goes higher. It's like the inverse. If we're rounding up. Or if we're going up instead. Holy fuck. That's not 3, then what does the number become? We take the third with the other ones. But it's a minus this time, so that's why I'm thinking it's gotta be something different now. But if not a third, then what? Unless it's negative, like a negative 3 times 3 would be a 9. Is it a 1 then? Okay, so maybe it's negative. We're just gonna remember that for later. Then we go up. No, we need Great Hall. So let's use Silver Key, see if we can get Great Hall. Nope. And we'll draw it eventually. Maybe not. Redraw, actually. Fuck that. Courtyard. Corridor, always unlocked. Order another book. We done Rattleman Room already. Let's do a new clue. We haven't read a new clue yet. That's kind of important to the lore. We're gonna do observatory because there should be something new. Inkwell, you may spend stars to draw new floor plans. That's fucking wild. And then 1 coin. Ooh, that's gonna be great now. I assume it's gonna be like a one-time thing of just like, yeah. Okay, so we need, I guess, broken lever. Get down to the greenhouse. We'll do chapel. It'll be our second red room. And we just need to find like a green room or something. Goddamn casino, dude. I don't want to go down here. I want to go here. Spend one star to redraw, and we'll see how well we can do with that. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and we can maybe buy the secret garden key. There's a chance. Nope. So we need a green room. We kind of fucked ourselves here. Yeah, we'll do archives here. We're sheltered. Purity. Why not? We've already hit the breaker box, so why not? At this point, let's just do high, because already here doing this shit. We can do this fucking infinitely, so there's really no reason why we wouldn't. I get another green, and there we go, courtyard. Don't need these. Sure. I'm just looking for the Great Hall. If I do this, let's go this way. Not gonna do it for us. Wow, it's just not fucking locking these doors for us now. What the hell? See if we can get lucky on our redraw with the pump. Boiler room. Honestly, it's actually just helpful having this shit now. Because we just do this now. Holy, just give me the goddamn boiler room. Fuck. We're gonna go through our entire fucking star. count. Just does not want to give it to us, dude. Holy fucking hell. Why is it that rare? There we fucking go. Jesus Christ. We were at 50. Now we're down to fucking 17. Okay, fountain. Fill. No, I need tank 1 fill. Okay, so it's gonna fill that. The pool goes into the back. Now I have to remember how to use this fucking pump system. So pump it into the pool. That's draining the water now. Fountain goes. So that took 4. This can get 4, and then we do another 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I guess switch it, I flip it. We have to wait for it to finish. And that's that. Now, do we drain the reservoir a little bit? Is that mandatory? Is that necessary? Or is it just enough to have the fountain drain so that we can get over there? I think it's the latter. Don't need the Great Hall. Actually, we should have done the foyer. No, can't do that. Great Hall. We just need the lever room. I don't even know how much time it's been. Actually, no, wait. Why do I need a Great Hall? No, I need a fucking greenhouse. What the hell was I talking about? I mean, we're not gonna fucking get in. Oh, I needed the secret garden key. That's what I was looking for. I needed a secret garden key. We're just gonna go through all this because we don't really need it. Blue locker room. I don't think it's worth. Something else in here? We've done that row. I don't think we've done this row yet. Map. I don't even think we have a shovel. Good that we're just grabbing keys to be able to use for these things. Can I not open that one? Why the hell not? I don't like that I can't open that one. Okay. We go. Where do we go? We couldn't find secret garden key. Oh, outside fountain. Where am I going? Great hall, then down. One more key for the locker room, because why not? We've opened all of these. All except this. Don't know why this is not one I can open. All of these. Okay. I'm pretty sure, right, doesn't the master, yeah, it does not work. Only doors. Oh, so fountain now. We do the little boat cutscene, perhaps. We've been down here before, no? Or have we never all the way down, maybe? Oh, no. We do need the fucking key now. Shit. Cool, I mean, this is open for now, I guess. Gotta go up to the foundation. And it'll be quicker doing it this way. We just need secret garden key, and I don't know where we'll get it. We need this to be multi-directional to be able to get both rooms. Have we used up all of our three-way rooms? Might have. Yep. Unbelievable. Yep. That is all. We have one redraw. Two redraws. We haven't done Solarium yet, so might as well see what's in here, right? Mr. Nogula, Anne wanted me to remind you once again that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again, so to save you some stern words, I decided to draw a little diagram. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the two pillars on either side of you. There we go. That's how you do it. Never thought to try that. Another pawn, so... So we need green. So yellow takes the color of whatever surrounds it. Greens move opposite. Or am I thinking of that wrong? I don't know what I just did, but as long as it opens it. But that's it for this run. God damn, dude. Checking stuff right now. Let us see if we can raid into someone today. Let's see. No raid today, I guess. But I'm just gonna call it there. Yeah. Started later than I wanted, so I went a little later than I normally do. Let's get the game closed. Let's get OBS back up. Quit the game. William. I'm ending right now. Yeah, I'm done. Started later than I wanted to. I think I left off on a good enough point. I drained the fountain outside finally so I can get down into the reservoir again. I just need to get the basement key, so that requires me to do another complete run into the antechamber to grab the basement key, and that's gonna be it's a whole other process I have to do. And I'm getting a little sleepy. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for stopping in. I wish I could go longer. I really do. But yeah, that'll be it for me. I'll probably head over into Queenie's chat soon. I might nap. We'll see. I don't know yet. Yeah, I'll probably pop over into Queenie's chat as well. Yeah. See you next time. Maybe I stream tomorrow. Probably. Who knows? You know. I just got home 10 minutes ago. Damn. I hope the rest of your evening goes well. Yeah. Bye.